morning, everybody.
Good morning.
First of all, young lady,
Thank you so much.
you made a history here, so
I really appreciate that.
that's absolutely fabulous. Look, you passed your driving test, first
Yes.
attempt.
Yes.
Couple of minors, that's unbelievable. It's difficult to explain what we went through because we have a long history.
I know.
And we
3 months.
started, yes,
Yes.
and we started when you've been just under the water because you had such a bad experience. I have to say, you're a very highly educated young lady, PhD. You're smarter than anybody in this industry. That's what I said to you in the first time because you are impressively smart. So, tell us, please, how was it when you've been starting to drive? Not with me first attempt, but because I'm not your first choice.
Yeah. Well, I started about 1.5 years ago, and I met 2 male driving instructor, and one is not so professional, so I fired him very quickly. And the second one, also we had a big argument about driving. By then, I was driving the manual car, and after the 2 male driving instructors, I met one lady. And her nerve is kind of, I don't know how to say this. She's always so nervous, and she always scream at me, shout at me.
Really?
Yes, and every time when I was driving, manual car, you have to change the gear.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it makes it harder.
Suddenly, she shouted out loudly and say, "Oh, what have you done?" Something like that. And I think I almost have the PTSD. Something.
That's not
Yeah,
happening.
so-
Yes, absolutely.
So I have to stop the lesson, and I said, "Okay, I will quit for a while. I have to get some time to recover." Then after about a year, then I started to Google. I really want to learn how to drive, so I use Google, and I found you. And well, as everybody stay with you, you have very good reputations. 5 stars through thousands of reviews. It's remarkable. So I was so curious that
Is
how
it a
could
real
you-
person?
Yes.
Or
Is it
somebody is
fake?
just faking it?
Yes. So I was so curious. So I contacted your assistant.
This is the proof?
Yes. I contacted your assistant, and then we met. That's the story.
Lovely. What was very, very important in our journey, you have no confidence at all and you have no knowledge at all after those many, many lessons. And to me, it seems like you were preparing for not making it rather than breaking the test, because whatever we discovered, obviously we need to find out what knowledge you have, what experience you had, and they were just totally upside down.
It was. Yes, I have to admit that. Yes.
Yes, first the mirror work was just absolutely doing in the wrong way, and then you couldn't believe when I was changing it, because we had also a little bit of argument because you thought what you learned previously that was right. But then I explained to you the logic why we're using the mirrors, not just because you need to tick the boxes. There is a method, there is a logic behind it, and you understood. And in 2 hours you learn it, and today no minors on mirrors.
Yeah.
That's very remarkable. Did you have any key moment when you thought, okay, yes, I like this guy, so I want to continue with this person because I learning, I improving every lesson? How was it?
Well, at the beginning, I felt you are different from other driving instructors I've ever met. So you're really patient, and what a gentleman, I have to say. So
Thank you.
yeah, so that's why I want to stay with you, and I know you. There will be a reason behind your good reputation. So that's why I also want to stay with you, and. I have to talk through about our arguments about the mirror work.
Yes.
So it's a big thing because by then we misunderstood each other. You thought I was giving you a hard time, but
Telling me off.
yes, but sorry, I'm
It's
not.
with a good intention, so
Yeah.
of course that's absolutely fine.
Yeah. So my previous driving instructor, the shouting lady, told me that the middle one, we only use the middle one, and the right one, we never use the left one. So that's why I got so confused. I mean, why we have the left mirror?
If you don't use it,
Yeah,
yes.
if we don't
Is it
use
for
it.
decoration or?
Yeah, it's just so.
But then, look, we both intelligent and we can talk through, because of course we have situation when we're not agreeing on everything. So that's very important. We need to find the way to talk through. We done a couple of mock tests.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
6 times.
Yes. How were they?
I think I only passed 2 times or 3 times.
But look, it's very important. It's a tool. It's not a passing or failing. It is very important, guys. If you do mock test, it's a tool to make sure before you go to the test is identifying if there is any room for improvement. And we found out, obviously, because under pressure, we all performing differently.
Yeah. Especially today, I made some silly mistakes.
Tiny ones, yes. So we done many mock tests, but the most important thing was as well, we saw the progress between the mock tests. So we didn't do just ticking the box, because you had a written copy and we put together, and then you say, okay, I'm progressing, I'm making new mistakes, I don't do the old ones because we fixed them.
Yeah.
And today, how was the test?
It was, to be honest, I feel I'm still in a dream or something. Have I really passed? Is this the fact? I don't know. It's just...
It takes time, yes.
Yeah.
It was a nice examiner. The rain started to fall, so it wasn't a dry conditions.
Yeah.
And what was also very important, you knew every corner because you mastered the location, so nothing was unfamiliar. He was nice, not over chatting, it's just helping you at the end with the parking. So what is your advice to the next candidate? How do they need to find an instructor? What boxes the instructor, me, the other guy need to tick to be fair? Yes, this is my right person.
Yeah, so first of all, you have to make sure your driving instructor is helping you. So if they are not, then just fire them and find the other guys. It's okay to make mistakes, to find the wrong person. And,
Exactly.
Yeah, and you have to notice some key points. The first one is, apparently for me, the mirror work. Yeah, some people will trap you, told you something totally wrong or opposite. They want you to see you fail. Then you have to be stuck with them forever.
And then you spend a lot of money.
Yeah, and ruin your confidence, like me at the beginning.
Yes, that's very sad approach, unfortunately.
Yes. And the second key point is the roundabouts. I know lots of people are stuck with the roundabouts, but there are mini roundabout and the big one. And both of them are very, well, they are different and they're very hard to master. But the principle behind it is very similar. So once you know which lane can take you to where, then you'll be fine. So
understanding the principles.
Yes, you have to make sure your driving instructor illustrate everything clearly to you. If they are not, just fire them.
That's those kind of red flags
you
need to look for. If they're not serving your needs, if you feel you kind of stuck in a rut, you're not really improving, then you need to question not yourself, because look, you're paying for service, you need to have something back for your money, and you feel you're not really improving, even a tiny bit improvement or something new. Every lesson we need to improve on something, rather than just driving and then saying, okay, see you next time, and then just keep driving, not improving. That's not good.
Yeah. And the third one is practice makes perfect. I know lots of people, they have the advertisements like you can pass within 1 week or 1 month. It's totally
lie.
Yeah, liar.
It's just making you to get into the driver's seat, and then you say, oh, you are so bad, you need 50 more lessons.
Yeah.
And that's a wrong approach, because in 1 week it's impossible to learn.
It's impossible. Especially the UK driving license is one of the most difficult one to pass. So,
exactly.
Yeah, I know the DVSA recommend that people can pass within 80 hours.
Yes, that's roughly, exactly.
Roughly, yes, but to be honest, I don't think that's the reality, especially for someone just to start to
And
learn.
also, it could be reality if someone has a parent or family member, and they can practice it. So they meaning with professional instructor, but if you can practice a lot with your family members and friends, of course, you're improving better. But if you don't have a choice, of course, you need to practice with more with the instructor.
Of course. After 3 months,
Yes.
hard work, I almost, I think I take a license 5 times or 6 times a week.
Yes, we have
Yes.
everyday lessons. So you worked very hard. I was going to say to the other candidates as well who are learning from me, because most of them passing on the first attempt. And it seems from outside, oh, everybody's passing with this guy, so it must be very, very easy.
No,
It's not. Just you pass it if you work very hard.
Yeah.
So you very well deserve it today because you work extremely hard. I told you in the morning, if you're not passing today, nobody will.
Well, even though you told me that, I was shaking my hand and trembling, hold the stair.
Of course. And the examiner was lovely because you asked, can I have a sip of water, please? And he said, yes, of
Yeah.
course you can. So they're not your enemies. If you're driving well, they're really there for you to help you to make sure you're passing, and then they give you a little advice if you need to, because we are all nervous. Of course, they're not going to help the bad drivers because they don't want to produce bad drivers on the road. But if somebody is nice like you and the general drive is safe, they're more helpful.
Yeah, they just want to check whether you are qualified.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one more time, congratulations.
Thank you so
and
much.
God bless you on your journey.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
I'm going to miss you badly.
Yeah.
Best of luck to the next candidate,
Bye.
and
Good
have a
luck.
lovely journey, because it's a journey how to learn to drive, so you need to enjoy it.
It is.
Thank you very much. Bye
Good
for
luck.
now.
Bye.